Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. As I said earlier on, this is Natif Sir. I'm going to present you a project of a small presentation of handwritten digit representation. This is a serious problem in several institutions. For example, universities, we have banks, we have post offices, these institutions which deal with handwritten digits mainly, that paperwork which needs to to analyze, to do what. So I felt this is really essential, and it can help, or it can perform a very big role in those organizations. Our abstract mainly shall be about the handwritten digit recognition, the means dataset, and the convolutional neural networks. The introduction of this, we shall mainly talk about these keywords: the handwritten recognition and convolutional neural networks, and the means database. Mainly, this handwritten digit recognition, according to the technology trends today, is very, very important. It helps in saving time. It helps in recognizing patterns that have failed to be recognized manually through automatic use of computers. The convolutional neural network is used for processing different images. The means dataset is used for testing and training data. The literature review: CNN is not supervised or unsupervised according to the research, but it uses neural networks. And CNN is an important role in many sectors like image processing, these manufacturing industries. It helps in the manufacture of semiconductors and different other detective systems. It is applied in that. The main background and motivation for this, as I've talked about it before, this system is going to be used to detect different images and to reduce on the errors, hence saving time in various organizations or institutions. Some contribution maybe mainly is to follow the rules and to follow the procedures of implementing the CNN. The research gaps in the literature, what can I say here? There are several methods. Despite that we are using the CNN is under deep learning. Then we also have different algorithms like the SPM, the k-neighboring, the decision trees, tables, what. Those other algorithms can also be used to implement this system, can also be used in this system. And the methodology is mainly illustrated in the diagram as shown in the PowerPoint. The CNN has 3 layers. We have the first, the second, and the third, whereby each layer has its own data inputs and also its own table of outputs. The conclusion: though this system is accurate, but it also has some limitations. For example, the time taken processing is too high. It takes a long time. There's also that error. It doesn't bring out 100% accuracy. So in my conclusion, for the future work, we need to work on the speed to make it more faster in processing and to also avoid that little loss. We need the accuracy of 100%. When you are dealing with these projects, the first thing you have to put into consideration is the data set. Because if you don't get the right data set, that means you don't get the right output, the right predictions, the right training of what you're doing. So in this handwritten digit recognition, mainly according to the research, we saw that MENS dataset is so far the best because most researchers have used that. It's the most common used dataset due to its features. It carries huge digits, hence saving time, and it's very convenient and efficient. So in this handwritten digit recognition, we shall use the MENS dataset. To continue with the data preparation and exploratory data analysis, data cleaning is made a process of preparing data. And preparing data is shuffling data, reshuffling data, weeding out the unwanted, the irrelevant, and is carried through this process. Let me say exploratory data analysis is carried out through these processes. You choose a data set, you prepare a data set, you create a training, you shuffle the data, you assign labels and features, you normalize, then you split according to the algorithms you're using. You split your data set according to the algorithms you're using to be able to predict the accuracy, the heat maps, the path that is required. Here in our model, we selected the CNN, though there are also different types of models that we use, as I've spoken about it before, but we are going to use the CNN with the help of the Python TensorFlow, the machine learning libraries. This is really important them, like when we are coding, when we are trying to test and train our data set. When you're doing these projects, the first thing is we have to be accountable for everything. We have to be transparent and be able to explain in case where something is not right. And everything has to be unintended. Anything bad has to be unintended but not intended. So we respect privacy. For example, by preserving the anonymity of the people it affects, and AI model selection, we should put all that into consideration. And how can we maintain the AI model selection accountability? Is by learning or by implementing the algorithms of decision making. In conclusion, though this system is accurate, but it's not 100% accurate. So for the future work, we need to put that into consideration. We need to consider ways in which we can maximize the accuracy to 100% instead of 98 point something. We also have to, due to the low processing speed, we also have to look for ways of improving the speed. This work has been carried out through different references. Thank you for your time. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.